why have we not heard anything, received any communication relative to the Inter-Allies Ashanti Gold match fixing scandal? What is the status of that investigation?
It will be released very soon. The disciplinary committee are done. They are done with their work. Now, let me tell you what. When you are investigating a case of that magnitude, you have to be very, very careful.
Okay.
First of all, there is human rights at stake. There is crime at stake. There is corruption at stake. And you need to be very, very careful in the steps you make or you take to arrive at a final decision. You know for a fact that coaches were interviewed, players were interviewed, club owners were interviewed, staff of the clubs were interviewed, and it is not a small job to get 25 players of a team interviewed at different times, because it's possible the player will appear today and say something different the next time when the player comes. So they interview them individually and interview them in a group.
Okay, in a group.
Yes.
Wow.
That is how exhaustive it is. Luckily enough, the chairman of the disciplinary committee is a very, very experienced lawyer of over 30 years practice or 30 years of experience at the bar. And he also has other well-vested legal luminous who are attached to the executive, the disciplinary committee. So I can say that they are winding up. Their report is almost over. The Football Association will not spare any individual who is found culpable. As we speak, nobody has committed any crime until the findings come out. Whichever player that is found culpable will be punished. Whoever is found culpable in administration, in the technical team, whatever, will be punished accordingly. Now, it took 2 years for the Cassiopolis scandal to be finally dealt with. Within that 2 years, Juventus won 2 titles. They were stripped of those titles and they were demoted to Serie B. That was when Didier Deschamps actually cut his teeth in coaching, and he brought them back to Serie A. So, and we are also being guided by experience. You remember, I don't know how old we were at the time, when Narnia FC, Mariners at that time, Okwa United were involved in a so-called match fixing scandal.
The game which ended
when they played 2 matches and one of them ended 31-0.
Yes.
And the other one ended 29-0. At the time, we hurriedly professed justice on the clubs without talking to them, without investigating the matter, without speaking to the characters involved. Then this one committee came out with a decision that they have been banned, demoted, individuals banned,
without investigations,
banned. They went to court and they won the case in court because the FA did not go through the right process and the right channel.
There was no fair hearing
before arriving at the decision. The court at that time ordered or directed the FA to constitute an independent body to look into the matter. Now, eventually, when the independent body finished their work, because they had gone through the process, they gave the people hearing, an open and fair hearing. The clubs did not contest. Certain directors of the clubs were banned. Okwa United and Mariners and Co were demoted. Narnia was banned. And Narnia, the year they came out from the ban, the following year they won the FA Cup in 2010 after serving the ban. Okwa United came back. They played in the Premier League playoffs. Mariners is collapsed. As for them, they couldn't survive. Mighty Jets also went down to Division 2. They were banned, and now they are back and they are playing in Division 1. So it is not something that can be done within 1 week or 2 weeks or 3, especially if you want to do the right thing. And so the disciplinary committee, they are winding up. I'm sure that in the coming days, they will submit their findings, decisions, recommendations to the General Secretary. Then it will be made public.
Was it the case that the GFA president, when he gave us a hint that the matter will be dealt with even before the league starts, he possibly didn't anticipate it to drag this long?
I think so. He possibly did not anticipate. I'm sure, and he is someone who is always pushing. He's always pushing the DC. But you know, members of the disciplinary committee are technocrats, and so they have advised that they are allowed to do their job independently, without pressure, without force. So they will be able to do a decent job. It's not a small case.
Are we likely to see, as you said, the winding up done before the league ends, or it's likely to come after the league has ended?
I think it will not be long. It will not be long. I have spoken to the chairman. I've spoken to the members. They are almost done.
Before the league ends?
They are almost done. Very, very soon that verdict will come.
So what's the next stage after the...
I don't know the recommendations.
No, I mean the next stage, as in after the verdict comes out.
After the verdict comes out, you have to carry out their recommendations.
Okay.
It's like when FIFA says a player has been banned, the player is banned. The player can appeal, but okay. So this is what happens normally. Cases of this magnitude, you know, because the season is ongoing. Touch wood. If it happens that, one of the recommendations says players have been banned, okay, the players, some of them are still playing in the various leagues.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Some of them have even traveled out of the country.
Yeah, I am not aware of that. But if it is that players have been banned, or certain players have been banned, and the players are playing, even it is likely that the players may not still be with Inter-Allies. They may be with another club. The players have the right to file for stay of execution whilst the appeal. So they can do an appeal and then also file for stay of execution. The stay of execution can easily be dealt with within a couple of days. If it is that it goes in their favor, the decision of the disciplinary committee is upheld for the player to be free.
Will be suspended for the player to do what he's doing.
So that the appeals committee will take time to sit on the matter and also come out with their verdict. That is fresh investigation. At the appeals committee, once they appeal, at the moment, the appeals committee is the highest decision-making body in terms of the judicial process of the FA. When they are done and parties involved are still not satisfied, they can go to CAS.
Wow. So we are likely to see the matter wind in the coming days.
But when they file for stay of execution and the stay is thrown out, it means the decision of the disciplinary committee still holds until the appeals committee sits.
Interesting stuff. So guys, look, we've run out of time. We've literally taken all of your time. But communications director of the Ghana FA, has it been fun? Have you enjoyed the position? Are you making money? Your life has changed, isn't it?
Am I?
Yeah, I mean, your life has completely changed. Is it the case?
My life has changed. My life has changed because I am having grey hair and I am getting.
You are living well now, much better.
I'm getting bald. Living well. It depends on where you sit, but honestly, I am the all hands on deck person. So living well is in.
But in terms of the reward.